Hello there internet and welcome back to some more The Binding of Isaac Rebirth. I think we'll do a challenge today. Last time we became Golden God, which seems very fantastic. But let's do a challenge to do something else. I guess the next one on the list is a tank, which probably means that we start with a bunch of hit points. Well, a fair amount, 6. We also have Infamy, and we have Yomhard, we're Maggie, we're super slow. So I guess we have Lard probably. Oh, we have 7 hearts actually. And what's this one? I'm not sure. I'll find out probably. Oh, we're so slow. Oh, we have the thing where you can just walk on stuff. That's super useful. I guess I should use my Yomhard immediately. I made the mistake after recording the last video of going on the Binding of Isaac subreddit. And that totally spoiled the game for me. But I'm kind of happy that I did, because the thing that it spoiled, a particular secret, which I'll probably get back to later in the series, is something that I would never have found out myself. Apparently it's also something that you're never supposed to find out yourself, that people were supposed to go together and find. And that's exactly what they did. Some people figured out how to actually unlock this secret and went through the actual data of the game, which is apparently not well enough protected to not allow for mining. So yeah, turns out that there's one more character in the game to unlock. So that's something we'll do at some point. Yeah, supposedly this character is also super difficult to play as, so that's gonna be fun. Also, yeah, there's still a ton of things to do in this game. We haven't even taken a look at hard mode yet. So that's something we'll have to do eventually. Yeah, I think, as far as I could understand, you need to unlock all achievements somehow, or well, most of them, for both hard mode and easy mode. So there is a point in not just skipping to hard mode immediately. Also, this way we're gonna get some more familiarity with some of the new items in the game. I was very scared that I was gonna actually walk over that bomb. I do see the tinted rock here, and I will come back to that very soon. Famine should be easy enough. We just deal with them as we always do. Which is, maybe if he spawns some flies, then have him charged, because then he has a tendency to kill his own flies. So thunder thighs we have? The thing that allows us to walk on stuff? Guess it is. It's super useful actually for unlocking or like destroying destroyables that like skeleton heads and pots and mushrooms and that kind of stuff. So I'm happy to start with that. In particular because we're not gonna have any item rooms, so we're just going to have to deal with what we have. We have enough health. Also not quite sure how far we actually need to go in the game. Ball of bandages, I'll take it. Soaks up some shots, and what else does it do? It deals contact damage to enemies, which is kind of nice. Let's just look for the secret room super fast. It actually allows us to get into the shop, so with a bit of luck, we have enough money now to actually make the shop worth going to. So that is of course something I want to do. So slow. Maybe we should just use Yomhard. I've been keeping it because, well, we only have, or we only get a, like what's it called? Half a heart from it. So we got the thing that stores energy so that we can use our spacebar item twice, which is actually super useful with Yomhard, because more often than not we end up not using it at all. So when we actually can use it, if we can use it twice, that's pretty good. So good stuff there. This is so slow though. Okay, how far do we need to go? It looks like we only need to beat the Depths or Necropolis, so that shouldn't be too difficult. I mean, I'm a little hesitant to just assume that that's the case, because the last challenge we did, I think the screen lied to us. It told us that we had to beat Mom's Heart, but in reality we needed to beat Satan, so that's something. Puberty, not all that stoked about that. There is a tinted rock, which we'll take. Oh, I'm not sure why I put down a bomb. That was totally unnecessary. I'm not gonna pick up the soul heart yet. Just quickly looking around for more tinted rocks. There's a pot, could also contain something. It did not. Curse of Darkness is so annoying. Yeah, the thing is, what do we want to go back for? Because we have no item rooms, so there's a point in simply just rushing the bosses. But, I don't know, maybe we can find something good. Maybe we can find something good. In particular, if we only need to beat Mom, that shouldn't be too difficult. Would be nice if we could get some kind of damage upgrade, because otherwise it's gonna take forever. A key. Seems useful. Whoops. Not a big fan of these guys. Wait, super fast as well. Another key. Could almost bomb our way into that boss challenge room with if it turns out that there's a secret room. Maybe that's something I want to do. Ball of bandages help me out there. There's our shop. Not sure if we are going to go into that. I guess we're not. So since this is a challenge run, we don't have the donation machine. Emperor will eventually be useless or useful maybe. I guess we could use it on the depths to make one of those go by a little faster. If we don't get any damage ups, that might easily be a good strategy simply because the more difficult the floor is, the more sense it makes to simply skip it. And I mean, since we're... Oh, this is fantastic. Since we're defensively powered, but not offensively, then skipping floors makes more sense than it otherwise would. So what do we have here? A single chest for two boss fights. Doesn't seem useful to me at all. Yeah, let's take the soul heart with us into the boss fight, get a better chance at the devil room, and see who the boss is. Monstro. That should be fairly alright. Monsters should be easy even though we're so slow. I think that's probably the biggest problem we have at the moment. That we are actually a tank. We are super slow. So yeah, about that secret I was talking about, supposedly the idea is that you get the lost poster trinket, which I actually think we got on the previous run. And then you're supposed to kill yourself on a self-sacrifice room. Which is something you would not ordinarily do because it's pretty stupid. But you should do that while you have that trinket. And not only should you do that, but you should do it like several hundred times. And then after you've done that, the game somehow tells you, it gives you an extra challenge. What do we have here? Plus sensor regeneration plus HP up. Okay, I think we had that before. Krampus? Oh, Mom's knife. Okay, thank you, game. And that's the Satanic Bible, isn't it? Yep, that's better than Yum Heart. That was fairly close. So I'll just use that immediately. So probably being able to store energy here is not going to make a big difference. So anyway, after you killed yourself a few hundred times, the game gives you some extra challenge, which is that you need to die in 4 specific ways with 4 particular characters, and you're not allowed to win the game in between or die in any other ways in these 4 specific ways. This is something like you need to kill yourself with a bomb on a certain floor, stuff like that. So that's absolutely ridiculous, and something that nobody would ever actually do themselves. It makes sense to have it like a community thing, and I guess that's what it was. And the people figured out very quickly what the actual way to do it is. So I'll have to do that at some point. It doesn't sound too bad to actually unlock the character, but the character itself, maybe I shouldn't spoil that. You can always just go to the subreddit if you want to hear what's going on, or if you want to see what's going on. The character itself is super weak. And beating the game, and in particular beating the game on hard mode, is supposedly a very big challenge. So anyway, we picked up Satanic Bible instead of Yomheart. Those two play a very similar role, so it might seem a little weird to spend 2 red hearts to actually get it. But I think it makes sense, just because we take so little damage at this point, that Yomheart is going to be largely useless for the most part. Here we get 2 of hearts. Which would actually make our red heart containers worth even more than they are right now. But, you know. So the idea is that if I don't take any red heart damage at all, and optimally that's the way it's gonna go, then having the Satanic Bible is gonna be better. I guess I might as well go in here, just because I'm not gonna use my keys for secret rooms. So best friends forever makes our familiars become stronger. But since we have no familiars, that's not something necessarily on my wish list. Should watch out, not walk on the mushrooms here, because I can take damage from that. Range down's not a huge concern, actually. It makes it so that it takes longer to charge the knife, it seems. Fair enough. I guess we can access this for free by doing this. Get a free bomb. What else do I want to do on this floor? I guess I may as well... it takes so long to get up there. Screw it, let's just go to the boss room. Well, okay, I should, because I'm gonna get more charges in the Bible. And I mean, that's somehow how I'm supposed to win this. So, Mom's knife doesn't seem all that fantastic, actually. Oh, okay, maybe it does. I was about to say that since our damage is fairly low, Mom's knife itself suffers quite a bit as a result. But, somehow we managed to just take half of the heart off of the Polycephalabala in one hit. And there's the damage up, so that's great. And in here we find Lord of the Pit, which is flying. Flight is nice, but is it worth 2 hearts? Probably not. But then on the other hand, I never actually got Lord of the Pit. But I don't think unlocks in the challenges actually count as actual unlocks, so maybe I'll just pass on that. So it's a little lazy to just rush the game like this, but I think we're alright. Curse of the Maze. I don't think we had that before. Probably means that the floor itself is larger, but I think there's also something else that has the same effect, so maybe it's something different. We'll find out soon enough. Any marks? No, it doesn't look like it. Ouch! That's bad. So of course one upshot of having the Satanic Bible is that every time we actually take damage, we're likely to destroy everything in the room. So black hearts are of course better than red hearts in that sense. Almost got damaged by that champion blowing up. I really should pay more attention to that. Green champions always seem to blow up in your face after you kill them. Oops. This room is a lot more problematic when you're as low as I am right now. So if we continue to take damage at this rate, why did we come out in this room instead of the room above us? There's something very funky going on with this game sometimes. I'm sitting and thinking, how could a piece of code end up doing something like that? And it's very difficult to imagine how a bug like that arises. But I guess with any particularly or suitably complicated piece of software, stuff like that is gonna happen. Still though, seems a little strange. Maybe I want to go to the curse room. I'm not sure. Yet. Whoops. I'm not sure how I didn't take damage from that. Thunder Thighs, I think, is the one that also sometimes makes us blink, and I don't know what that does. But it happens. That's the broken watch. It seems pretty bad. I might buy the soul heart. But I might also not. Whoops. There we go. Seems like a pretty big floor, so that's probably what Curse of the Maze does. Ah, there's the boss. How did that guy not die? That's a little surprising. I hate these enemies so much. There we go. So again, let's just rush the boss. I think we're alright. Gertie! Birdie should be super easy now that we have Mom's Knife. Yeah. That was indeed very easy. So, okay, no Devil Room. That's a little unfair somehow. Range up. I guess it compensates for the range down that we got, but I don't think it actually makes much of a difference. Whoops! That guy got a little close. Rusted key, I think gives us more keys. So it's not very good at all, since we have more keys than we're gonna need for the rest of the game. Assuming that we just need to beat Mom. I think that's the case though, but you never know. So far so good. Necropolis, of course, is the more difficult version of this floor. And it's very, very easy to tell that that is indeed the case. Should remember to use the Bible whenever it charges. So... yeah. I think the main reason why I want to rush this a little bit is that I'm so slow. And, I mean, of course, min-maxing is always the way to go in this game. But if it takes a year, then maybe it's not so fun anyway. Imagine it's not very fun to watch anyway, so... that didn't actually kill the guy. It's pretty close though. Whoops. And there's our boss. Let's see if a judgment can, or if the beggar here can pay out. No? A single key. Let's look for a secret room just because I want to get some more money and actually give to this guy. Maybe I will actually look at the rest of the floor then. Ugh, adversary. He's gonna be a problem when we're so slow actually. So I think the trick is to somehow move around him very quickly whenever he does like his attack. Unfortunately he also does this cage attack kind of thing. Which can become problematic. Magic Scab, HP and Log Up, and we get a Devil Room again. That's a pack, that's a damage up. As well as 2 Soul Hearts, I think? Or maybe it's just 1 Soul Heart, let's try it out. 1 Soul Heart. Okay, no, 2 Soul Hearts, that's fantastic, because that means that it was essentially free, because we're not gonna lose these red hearts. Instead, what we're gonna do is that we're gonna jump down here. To the final floor, hopefully. And then we will pop the Emperor card. And now we're fighting Mom. This is gonna be the shortest episode of this series, probably. Should not actually fire my knife that far, I guess. Whoops. Should be pretty close to that now. Oh, that was very close. There we go. What is this? Oh, is this the time thing? Let's pick this up and not take the trophy yet. Oh yeah. That's because we beat Mom so fast. Then we get apparently 4 free items. Okay. Oh, okay. We do not get 4 free items. We get 1 free item. And maybe I shouldn't have taken the one that I took then. Oh. I see what's going on here. Whoops. Oh, this boss is so annoying. I wonder if we can just leave the room again. Can we do that? No, apparently not. That would be a little unfair. Oh, there we go. More bosses? Okay, more bosses. Fair enough. Taking a little bit of damage here, but it's not a problem yet. Okay, that's 2 more bosses. Thankfully, so far the bosses haven't actually been too difficult, I guess. Of course, having to fight 2 of them at a time, all the time, necessarily makes them somewhat more difficult. I believe there is also actually achievements for doing this thing in campaign mode. So that's something I'll have to do at some point. And of course, this is the first time I ever see it because I never rush the game normally. I actually go through every single thing that I can on every single floor. Okay. these things could become problematic just because we're so slow. But I think these are actually basement bosses, so... in vanilla at least. There we go. More? Okay, more. Fair enough. I think the bosses are becoming easier and easier. Ah! But I am taking a lot of damage. Okay, that guy is not necessarily easy. More bosses. Ah, it's cool to see Gertie sitting in like a huge room like this. There's a dime, which I won't use for anything. But it's good to see that those also appear here. It's Monster 2. He's not an easy boss at all. Whoops, and Gish. I don't think we ever saw Gish in vanilla actually, or in campaign. I'm happy that I have Mom's knife, otherwise this would have been completely insane. There's Pin. Pin should be easy. How many bosses do I need to fight? All of them? It certainly seems like it. The rest of them are at least fairly easy since this room is so big. If they were just like in their ordinary rooms, this would have been a lot more difficult. There's so much blood and... oh, Mask of Infamy, that's ridiculous. So, definitely want to get rid of that as soon as possible. And the bloat at the same time. Okay, so that took care of the heart. I think the mask itself is not too bad since we have the knife as well. Let's see though. Okay, that actually went down. Pestilence, and who else? Another Harbinger. So I'm assuming that we probably need to beat all the Harbingers now. Ha! Not sure how I managed to not hit him there. Whoops. More bosses? Yeah, who's this? I don't think we saw him before. But now he's dead. And we have War, I guess, from all the bombs. Should watch out for this horse. Maybe I should get rid of that before actually dealing with War. Would probably make sense. War is also pretty fast, so... but now he's dead. There we go. The Fallen. And the Headless Horseman. So this doesn't... I mean, if this continues for a lot longer, then I'm not sure we're actually going to be able to, to complete this challenge. Then I need to go back and complete it again. Which is a little silly. Okay, there we go. And we actually get a bonus upgrade from that. So that was totally unnecessary, but also super cool. There we go. Unlocked the Rune of Ansys. Alright, that was fun. Definitely something completely different. I hope you enjoyed this short session of The Binding of Isaac Rebirth. As always, thank you everybody for watching, and I will see you some other time.